Welcome, friend. Welcome to Morrowind.
Welcome, friends. Welcome back to Vardenfell, where, for once, Syra isn't creepily staring at someone. She's being kind of stared at by the void, I'd say. I have no idea what we're going to find in here. We're at the bottom of a ruined temple complex of some sort, religious structure, cloisters or something, just outside Caldera. And we've fought our way through what was supposed to be a lot of undead, but was mainly spiders. And we found this Hellgate, which is kind of fitting because the religious structure was kind of Oblivion themed as well. So let's go see what there is to slaughter and see who slaughters who, I guess. Before I wade in, I just want to let everyone know that Thord, Mr. Bored Horse, who was guesting here on a episode, I don't know, 6 or 10 episodes ago, something like that, is now recording his own stuff. He's got a rather fun light roleplay Skyrim playthrough going on, where he's a thief in Riften, working through the thief stuff and running into all sorts of misadventures along the way. So if you're interested, search YouTube for Eron the Thief, E-R-O-N, and you'll find him. He's also doing other stuff as well. He did a bit of Balatro the other day. Go look it out. Great stuff. With that said, let's go murder some Daedra, I assume. Is it murder? I don't know. Maybe it's not murder. I mean, you can't actually really kill Daedra. You just go back to their home plane and get reborn. And they will almost always attempt to attack first, so... If you're provoking self-defense, is it still murder? I don't know. This is Morrowind. That's a tanky old skeleton. Is that? Jumping a bit too fast to see. Oh, I see. It's just a weird skull. Cool, though. I mean, yes, all right, I'm stopping in what is obviously a hellscape to go through the charred remains of a corpse on the off chance there might be a piece of gold hiding in the flesh somewhere. But, you know, protagonists aren't particularly rational to begin with, and this is Syra. I know it says that way, we'll go back that way in a sec, but let's see what happens if we don't follow the advice. More normal skeleton in terms of resilience, but it's decayed, I see. What's that? Katana? Nah. I'm okay. But it does show there are things to be found here and there, which is nice. Skeleton archer, huh? I mean, I appreciate the signposting, but as usual... Oh, it's not an archer, it's just a shield. I do find myself wondering who set it up and what for. You know, same way I feel about the steel tower shield. No. The Drugger in Skyrim always keeping their tombs supplied in brightly lit fresh candles, which really must be a continual job for all of them. I'm amazed any of them ever get a chance to lurk in bits of crypt and pretend that they're dead. I must literally just hear the Dragonborn come and go, "Quick, lads and lasses, time to hide. Quick, pretend we're dead. Let go of the candles for a moment. They'll be fine." Like, thankless task, you'd think. Particularly since, as far as I can tell canonically, no one ever goes into those things. Really, it doesn't seem particularly fair to go around killing them, given how much hard work they do, keeping their tombs all spick and span and supplied with fresh fruit and chunks of bread and other bits and pieces. But game logic. Nah. Could go back this way, thank you. Oh, hello. I am actually now quite a bit faster when I leap forward, I see. And I'm still going to try not to do it too much, because I'm not sure how annoying it is. Then again, you've got the pitter-patter. Blackened heart. Hello? Ooh, punchy. Why are you punchy? There's bits of weaponry everywhere. Oh, I see you're crippled. You had a crossbow, but I suppose you couldn't use it. It's over 10-1. Milak and the Tree of Dust were friends, and one took care of the other. Then one day Milak decided to oppose the king. For that, the king had him slain and his corpse strapped to the tree that he so loved, and his organs were scattered across the sanctuary. Many have been lost to time, but 3 do still remain. The brain in the halls of the damned, the eye in the bowels of hatred, and the heart in the king's retreat. Everything is bound to the king's will, yet I can still hear the tree whispering, bemoaning the loss of his oldest friend. If someone were to bring Milak's organs back to the tree, I believe the reward would be exceptional. Good to know. That's obviously the heart. So we're looking for bits of viscera to make a tree happy. Well, trees should be happy, I suppose. They're decorative and they support ecosystems and, you know, they're very useful. 2 of you, huh? Let's concentrate on one and see how the old health goes. I'll try to keep an eye on it. They don't seem to be doing a vast amount of damage to me. Impressive pauldrons. Skeleton champion. Steel claymore. Nah. And where was the other? Oh, well done there. Legionnaire. You're a short sword. We're fine for bone meal. We have all the bone meal we are ever going to need, and that's almost 0, so... I mean, it's almost 0 we're going to need. I have a stack of it in that alchemy chest. But I think that's fine. I don't really need to heal right at the moment. Okay, that's what I was looking out at and thinking maybe I won't try to jump that crevasse. Yeah. Fine decision, really. You'll be another legionnaire, I assume. Interesting that it keeps exploding into clouds of dust, which make it look like it's invisible. I suppose dusty old skeletons, etc., but still, a little random. Same thing, short sword, yeah. Rubbish short sword too. Is this the right way or the wrong way? I want to start off by going the wrong way. Yeah, there wasn't any way forward from me. This is the only way. The only way is down. Baby, for you and me now. That's the far more honest version, frankly. Hello, Skelly. Claymore. I mean, there's a lot of weaponry around here. If you were a blacksmith, you could do a lot worse than delve this place. We should definitely have some sort of healing potion because that's very close to death. Did I accidentally take a piece of armor off? I'm not sure. Skeleton mage or some sort of lich? Is there a significant difference? Ooh. One of us, at least, has buggered my sword. You are a lich. Well done. Silver Frost Ruler. Weakness to frost, frost damage. Alright, fair enough. Lich dust, huh? That's a new one. Do I have a repair thing? I have some prongs. I'm not going to get very far, but I should get enough to use it a bit more. That's it. Gauntlets out. Boots are out. Greaves and head are getting bad. Don't think I have any other repair tack though, so that'll have to do for the moment. I can stick with the rapier for a bit. The rapier's not bad. I've been keeping it as my backup weapon for a reason. So this is our missing priest. Help! Please help me, whoever you are! Are you Damus Kalian the Prior? Chalder sent me. I mean, yes, okay, decent question, but who's not going to help anyone down here? Chalder, by the divines, she escaped. Oh, blessed be Stendar, and she sent you to rescue me? Yes, take the scroll, it will bring you to safety. Oh, thank you, friend, for coming to my aid. I'd given up hope. The undead, they forced me down the well and through that fiery portal, and they put me in this cage to slowly burn away in the fires of oblivion. Very slowly, I'd say, given that you're not even slightly singed. Not many ash on you. You've been down here for a few days at the very least. But who am I to question the tactics of the undead? You sure they didn't mean to slowly rot away next to the fires of oblivion, maybe? It is certain that we are dealing with a very distinct evil. It came to watch as its servants put me in this cage. It is a king, or so it claims, a king of dust and bone. The skeleton king, it calls itself, and it spoke to me, and its voice sounded like 1,000 needles piercing into my heart. It told me that my very blood would dry and harden and turn to ashes, and when only bone remained, I would serve it. I do not know where it came from, or why it attacked our priory. Priory, that was the word. Maybe it is a servant of the Daedra who are ever jealous of the love and devotion the divines receive from Tamriel's citizens. Are they? Like, really? I don't get that feeling at all. I think maybe they're just kind of mildly bemused by mortals. Or perhaps it is his own master, out to find new servants to do its bidding. I do not know, I do not know. All I know is that as long as the Skeleton King exists and the fiery portal remains open, the priory is not safe. Please, friend, you have come this far, you have to destroy the king and close the portal. Okay, I don't have any choice but to click how, but, it's fairly obvious how. You just hit things. I believe the king has his lair further on. I cannot begin to imagine the horrors that must lie between you and him, but I beg you, hero, please go on and find a way. This guy keeps wanting to skew towards Deckard Cain in my head. I think because of the obvious parallels to Diablo 2 and finding Cain in Tristram. I am certain that this is some kind of pocket realm of oblivion. Stay a while and listen. And portals to oblivion are usually fueled by a powerful object. If you can find that object, if you can find the source and destroy it, I am certain the portal will close. And what about me? Would I be trapped here? No, I wouldn't. I have lots of scrolls. You don't belong here, just as myself. I believe that when the connection to Nirn is cut, oblivion will spit you out like you would a rotten piece of Kwama egg. Assumptions. Please, hero, destroy the Skeleton King and close the portal. As you wish, I will continue on. Thank you, hero. I am sure the Skeleton King will be a powerful adversary. Be ready. Goodbye. Wow, that was a very quick activating scroll. Someone once pointed out to me that Deckard Cain was a bad American attempt to do a Sean Connery voice, and it's very difficult not to unhear that. Steel dagger. No. Gold bowl. Yes, thank you. Don't mind if I do. I need to do something about my equipment, though. So I think we're going to need to do a mark and recall. Mark. I must have earned another mark slot. Oh, I've got 4 left now. Let's go to Almora. Hello. Right. I wonder if I'm bouncy enough yet to start leaping around the roofs of Balmora like a demented Golden Age superhero. Not quite. Time will come. Fighters Guild armorers. Be pricey. But these things are sent to take some money from us.
May I help you?
No, you may not. 18,000. Oof. I've got anything useful to sell you. Obviously I had a stack of cash already, so maybe it doesn't matter too much. How much will you give me? 160? Yeah, fair enough. I don't mind selling some minor stuff just to get it out of the way. Not everything needs to be 100%ed with Creeper. Ebony Broadsword does. Which a sickle and cleaver definitely do. They're grotesquely expensive. How marvellous. Silver Frostwood, you can have that. You can't have my Steel Blade of Heaven. Who no? And what about apparel? That's for me. I think that's probably for me too. Boots, those are the things I use. Blah, blah, blah. Opening. Don't need that. You won't buy it. Ancestors amulet. Rings, stuff. Okay, fine. That'll do. Thank you for your help, Wayne.
You seem to be doing all right for yourself. What can I do for you?
You've already done it, but thank you for asking. Why didn't you repair that? Oh, I see. I have to select them individually. Right. Of course I do. Shows how often I get my stuff repaired, doesn't it? Not often enough. I wonder it was all breaking. No, is that the correct loadout? Amulets, amulets, amulets. That's the current amulet. Oh yeah, no, that's very nice. I keep amulets around because they weigh very little. So I've only used Magister robes. Max Magica. Yeah, it's okay. I think I've already got other robes, haven't I? Yeah, I'm wearing some other robe. I can see it on me. Summoner's robe. Very good. That's that random piece of stuff. A barrier ring. Pouch. Pouch doesn't need to be worn. Restore 10 health when used. That hardly seems worth it. Again, I'm not going to use that either. The other thing should, I assume, be not that. Am I not equipped with Mentor's ring? Why aren't I wearing that? Maybe I was trying to work out what my stats actually were or something. Pretty sure that doesn't need to be worn. Well, maybe one of them does. It looks like something else came off. Maybe not. My, I'm so observant today. Okay, fine. And how are we for guild potions of healing? I can restore fatigue? No. 1 health for 5 seconds. Why would you even bother picking that up? Fine. Thanks, I don't need your tat. Do you have any health potions worth talking about, Revere? I don't hear for your famous Daedric weapons. I don't want your famous Daedric weapons. I have my own weapons, thank you. But I guess it's nice to feel important or something. You don't have much in the way of potion. You don't have it worth talking about, really. Rush. What's that? Aliu. Nope. Your scrolls. Lesser Tom, Summon Skeleton, Elven's Courage, Mind Feeder. Okay. Fine. Thanks, Revere.
Greetings. Let's do business.
We tried. There was nothing. I can't be bothered to go around to Nalcaria and look at her potions. Or I suppose I could pop into the Mages Guild and talk to our other friendly Khajiit down here. Put my hands away so I look like less of a complete idiot.
Ajira knows that you are a good friend of Ajira.
Thank you, Ajira. You are a good friend. You're a good friend with decent healing potions. These resistance. Poison resistance. Night-eye. Action. Or fatigue. Intelligence. Nope. It's often the way that healing potions tend to be in the temple anyway. But that's fine. This will do. Let us go back to the River of Flame. Okay. And let's put our normal sword back on, because it is still wompier than the poisoned rapier. The blade is mightier than the blade, maybe, something like that. Who knows? If there's anything down there. Oh, we're still looking out for random chunks of organ meat. I mean, that's how I usually like to spend my Sundays, let's be honest. I'll keep on the hunt for those organ meats. Very tasty. I hate offal, in fact. Not huge on the whole animals thing to begin with, but offal in particular. Okay. No, not thinking so. Halls of the Damned. Don't mind if I do. I would say that eventually one of these burnt corpses must have something, but I don't actually believe that. I'm pretty sure they're all going to be empty. All the way through until eternity. But I shouldn't let that stop me. Signpost? No signpost. Jugs of bone ash. You'd think there'd be more of it just lying around, given how much random bone there is. Ruined book. It won't be readable. Lich dust. That's very handy. That certainly justifies the price of admission of wandering down this way. I can't help feeling that these drifts of bone everywhere are kind of wasteful for a necromancer. Like, shouldn't you be storing your raw materials in a better way? Ah. My lord, finally one did have something. I'm not recording at my usual time, so there's going to be some random bits of hopefully minor noise in the background. I'll see what I can do. Things were a little scatty. The crystal-like spikes in my chest, the world stone so beautiful, so terrifying. Blood, blood, where is my blood? Nothing quite like it for cooling the mud. I think your blood is long gone, my skeletal corpse friend. Oh, hello. You went down easily. You were crippled. What is that mace? Nordic silver mace. That's worth taking. Thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. If in a maze, follow the left wall. Blue candle thingy. What's that? Iron wacky. Ribcage. And pauldron and a couple of legs. Imperial steel boots. Not worth it. Petty soul gem, sure. Black soul gem. Very naughty. Scroll of Supreme Domination. Could be handy. Hello? Oh, I see you were a summons. That was probably the skeleton mage. No, it was a lich. Steel katana. Blessed shield. Magic. I hoard magic. Firebite sword. Even I can be bothered with that. Distraction ring. You never know. Barrier belt. Wow. This lich was decked out like Christmas in the poorhouse. Loads of magic and all of it crap. Still, you know, one shouldn't complain. It's all loot when you get down to it. Gruesome ironite pauldron. I see, it's an iron pauldron with skulls on it. I'm not sure this is strictly speaking a maze. It might be a bit more like, I don't know, an American city where everything's just in blocks. So I'll have to keep an eye open just to make sure that I'm not accidentally... Hello? Amulet, I suppose. Rescheduled minions. That'd be really nice if minions work properly. Maybe I'm being unfair. Maybe some of the minion nonsense has been patched. Expensive hood. Well, it's enchantable. So, potential practice. Because I have to start actually trapping some souls and stuff before I can ever get to actually do any enchantment practice or enchant any items. But that's a problem for future Tim. And screw that guy. Because really, what is he doing anyway? Probably cursing current Tim. The hard world. Locked chest. What are we thinking? 20 gold? Maybe a plate? Still, look, we can practice. Didn't complain. What's my current? That one. No, that's the master. There's a masters. I guess I don't have a petty lockpick on the go right. weapon back in place. Soul gem. Pretty good, really. Grand soul gems are nice. Do a lot with them. In terms of enchanting, obviously. Best soul gem can hold biggest soul, can make best enchanted item, etc. I'm sure you know this. But if you don't, that's how it works. Soul gems have levels of power. They can store X amount of magical goodness, and the more magical goodness they can store. Yes, I remember you. Let's have a quick look down here. The more magical goodness they can store, the more expensive the effects you can create, and therefore the more powerful the effects you can create, and the better your enchanted item is at the other end. I'll just take it. Probably should have looked. Too late now. One day I will look and wonder where a scroll came from. Maybe. Oh, hello? Hello? What is that? Tribute to the Terminator, maybe? Pissed someone off. Am I just going to run down into lava? Oh, I see, it's a statue. Okay. Looks like this might actually be progress, which is mildly annoying. But having said that, now that I'm here, don't think I'm going to climb all the way back up just to check out all the stuff at the top. So the goat. Is it a hell goat? Or is it a goat goat? Is there any difference? Are all goats perhaps secretly hell goats? A goat. You're not answering my questions, really. This is a goat. Strange. I have no argument. It is a goat, and it is strange. Rather amusing. I am grinning. I know you can't see it. Probably doesn't sound like it. Well, I'm not going to attack you because you're a goat. Do they even have goats in Morrowind? Do they even have goats in the Elder Scrolls? Well, apart from right now. I don't know. Good question. Well, I'm not going to forget it's there, that's for fucking sure. Rude. You'll be another lich then. You two full of crap? No, you have a glass mace. It's not a great enchantment, but a glass mace is always a nice weapon. Yeah. Very fancy. That'll probably end up in my umbrella stand of random bits of weaponry. That is not a goat. Trangul's Guide. Max Magicka by quite a lot. Plus, it looks spectacular. I mean, obviously horrific and evil and stuff, but also spectacular. So we're going to have to wear that for at least a bit at some point. get exactly what our current helmet gives us. That'd be apparel. Where are you, oh head of mine? There. Fortify attack, resist normal weapons. I mean, that's better, but I don't do very much magic. So, for the moment, we'll stick with our resist normal weapons 5%. It's quite useful. So, okay. Maybe I am heading back up the top after all. Or only part way or something. It would be really annoying if a random twitch caused me to fall into the lava from up here, so I shall have to save semi-regularly. Particularly as there are cats that are well known to occasionally leap onto my keyboard and cause all sorts of chaos. Knuckle joint, foot. Worth picking up, I suppose. Bouncy. So did you come from around here? You did. I saw you down there. I know this isn't anything like going left wall. But what's this one? Summon Frost Atronac. That's cool. A cow. Expensive one. Expensive is good enough. So that's round in a circle. That's back round in the circle. Another goat enclosure. Another lich. A lich that's summoning something annoying. Maybe this is the king. Wearing a crown. Let's use Adrenaline Rush or Regard a Spirit? Adrenaline Rush. I did? That's annoying. Well, let's neck a potion or two then. Do I have anything worth 20 extra strength? I can manage the burden. Lose visibility, feathers fine. Strength and willpower. Fire shield, rising force. Rising force might work to cheese things, but it's a bit cheesy. Not that I really mind a bit of cheese. But let's make the Flynn. See if we can do a bit of extra damage on this bugger. Greater Lich. Okay. Wait, is that just bone dust? Yes. Yeah. Oh well. No, I was going on up anyway. Goodbye, ghost. Another black soul gem. Again, not a Morrowind thing. Or at least not originally a Morrowind thing as I remember. Long way up. Ah, this is a back door up to the next thing. Gotcha. God. Get you down quickly. Vanish the Daedra. Yep. Normal lich. Bone club. Cute. Stuff of shaming. Yeah, worth picking up just about. One ring. Extravagant ring. Extravagant amulet. Summon amulet. Let's go back down to where we were. I wasn't planning to go up a back passage. And wow, that didn't sound very good, did it? I wasn't planning to go up through a back passage. Honest. Yes, moving swiftly on. Onwards and downwards. Hello. No room to maneuver. Steel frost sword, no. Bit of wounds. Nah, maybe. Always drop it. Shard sword, amulet. Expensive is good enough. Bite, sure. Knuckle luck. That doesn't sound very good either. 8 points for 15 seconds. Yeah, fine. King's Retreat, huh? Oh, okay. Was this back the way we came? No, it's similar looking. I suppose that would be menacing laughter. Fine. Steel arrows are worth taking. Quark bulb arrows. Not convinced. Obviously a bunch more in that maze that we have to look through, or should look through, if we want to find our precious organ meats. That would have been annoying. paralysis arrows. Is this another back way up to some other piece? I don't know. You are the primary threat. So I could do with a bit of healing. Let's nick another potion. Legionnaire skeleton, broadsword. Lich. Nothing worth picking up. Steel club, common amulet, East ring. That's one of those earlier. Visit ring, very nice. Expensive amulet, fine. Not bad. But I'm getting quite uncertain as to whether this is distraction or progress. I guess I'll have to wander around and see what we see. I wasn't expecting this to be quite so extensive. Excuse me one moment. Cat hair in the mouse. Always a problem. Not always a problem in the sense of always makes my mouse go bad. Yeah, fine. But a common problem. Viper arrows. Okay. Silver arrows worth some money. Long bow. Short bow. Hero mace. Interesting variety of weaponry the skeletons have. Maybe this is one of those alternate routes round sort of jobs. Oh, I see you summoned something behind me. Typically speaking, the best bet in that sort of situation, unless it's something really dangerous, is to ignore it and take out the summoner. No, I'm not going to pick it up. Keep your rubbish rings. Getting a bit bouncy than I expect. Maybe the gravity setting is a bit lower in here or something. Doing the lich. Well, I mean, I guess jumping over that thing worked well enough, but it wasn't entirely what I intended to do. Cheek sword, fine. Bit below the 10 to 1, but magic, etc. Continue the Sanctuary of Bone Fields of Sorrow, huh? Okay. Okay. Fine. I kind of hoped he lost anyway. maybe we'll find another goat. The things we aspire to. Goats get a bad rep, really. I mean, yes, they're fairly aggressive and stubborn and dumb and can be quite vile and so on, but on the other hand, you know, goats. Kind of self-evident, really. Maybe this is the tree. Maybe it isn't. Take the ectoplasm. Blah, blah, blah. Ghost Guardian. The way they fly is a little unnerving. It's a good joke there. I think it's default, but still. Apologies for bits of clunking if you can hear it. Like I said, kind of unusual time to be recording. Not a huge amount that can be done there. What is this all about? Oh, hello. Well, bejesus. Well, that's quite a statement, isn't it? Yay, ankles. Get around this corner. Yeah, wow. That's impressively grotesque. I think that makes for a good point to leave things, because I'm kind of out of time, and by God, that's a large mother of a skeleton. So, given Syra's ongoing habit of just dissociating randomly, that seemed like a very good time for it. I think I'd probably dissociate randomly if I was faced with that thing. Glad it's got a face at least. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm sorry that it's been 10 days or so. The world continues to be a challenge to anything resembling sanity and functionality and stuff. Last weekend I was actually working all weekend, so I didn't have a chance to do anything anyway. And then I didn't get much of a chance during the week because of work, because these things are work-related. But I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and that life is being bearable. I mean, hopefully it's wonderful, but if not wonderful, then okay, and if not okay, then tolerable. I'm not sure what that looks like. I'm not sure what that looks like for anyone anymore, frankly. But whoever you are, wherever you are, I hope it for you anyway, friend. Because why on earth would I do otherwise? So I'm going to leave it here, and we'll come back to this next week and see exactly why that skeleton is hanging out there, being all huge and stuff. And if you can, please do drop a like or leave a comment or something. It all helps feed the algorithm, and we like feeding the algorithm, don't we? And until next week, see you then. Bye for now.